Hi YouTube, it's me again. I had my surgery on Tuesday of this week, and today's Friday. So I had the surgery on Tuesday, the September 14th. And let me tell you a little bit about how it went. It was a little rough. I um, I found that I wasn't too nervous going into it, which was good. But once I got into the recovery after the surgery, I was having a really hard time breathing up to the level that they wanted me to breathe. So I was harassed a lot by the nurses to get my breathing up and to breathe harder, and it was pretty tough. For a while there, I really wondered what in the world did I do to myself, but I think that's normal to feel that way. So that night, that whole day and that night was a little tough. I had a lot of gas pain in my chest that feels just right in here, like really bad heartburn or really bad gas right there that's stuck. And I've heard that from a lot of people, so I think that's totally normal. Um, One thing I was surprised by is that they gave me broth on the first day right after surgery, after I had walked a little bit for the first time. So I was surprised by that because my husband only got ice chips on the first day, and I was really surprised to see them give me some chicken broth. I did drink some of it. I think I drank 2 ounces of chicken broth, and mostly just did the ice chips, concentrated on ice chips. And they also brought me hot tea. Um, Trying to think if that was on the day of surgery. Not sure. They did bring me water too, which I thought was weird. Because again, my husband only got the ice chips. So if some of you out there were given something other than just ice chips, then I guess it's normal. Maybe they do it on a case by case basis. Um, the the next day, I was feeling a little bit better. I did do a lot of walking. I walked as much as I could. That really helped. So when you hear people say, walk as much as you can after surgery, it really truly does help. Um, it's been a little bit slower process, the recovery process for me than it was for my husband. He seemed to come home, sleep, and then he was fine the next day. For me, I did come home. I slept a lot that day. I did have my mom stay overnight because my husband was still kind of getting over the bronchitis. So she stayed overnight and kind of helped me. I did get up a few times overnight the first night home. And then the next day, again, feeling better. Each day I've been feeling a little bit better. And I wasn't able to get down the 60 ounces of fluid, which they wanted me to get down on the day, um, my first full day after surgery. I probably got down about 30, 35 ounces. But the next day I did start the purees yesterday. Um, I did a little bit of like pureed eggs um, in the morning, and I was able to get down maybe 1 ounce of eggs. And at lunch, we did tuna puree, which was really good. It tasted like tuna salad, but just more like a paste. Um, but I was just happy to have something different. So I did get down the full 1.5 ounces, which is what they want me to eat right now. So I did get 1.5 ounces of that at lunch yesterday. And then for dinner, I had about 1 ounce of pureed ham. I was having a very hard time getting down the protein shakes. So I do have a tip for you. I have been, and this was my mom's idea. She decided that if I couldn't get down the protein shakes, that maybe I could get down popsicle protein shakes. So, these little things that you can buy in the store, and they're like little plastic popsicle makers. We created the protein shake and then poured it into the little molds with the little covers, and it does about 6 protein popsicles. And I found these to be much more enjoyable. They're not as great as like a Fudgesicle Pop, but at least I did the chocolate, the Dutch chocolate Isopure, and then mixed it with milk so that I could get my dairy in, and poured it into the molds and set it. And I was able to I can eat about 3 of those a day. So I'm getting about like 25 grams of protein right there, which is pretty good because I'm very short. I'm 5'1", so my minimum protein per day that I need is like 53 grams. So right there, I'm knocking down about almost half of my protein. So if anybody's out there having a very hard time getting their protein shakes, give that a try. You can get those popsicle things usually at like a dollar store. So I actually have 2 sets of them, and I think I'm going to try some different flavors. I've done the chocolate because I love chocolate, and it tastes like a blander, Fudgesicle Pop. So there's an idea. It really has worked well. In fact, I just had one, and that way I don't have to worry about it. I don't think too much about how am I going to gulp down all this or sip down all this protein shake during the day. Trying to think of what else I can share. I was down about 14 pounds going into surgery, and as of today, my total is 20 pounds. So I've lost an extra 6 pounds since the surgery, which I think is phenomenal. I'm super happy with the 20-pound loss. It's very inspiring. It kind of makes me realize this is what I did the surgery for. This is why I went through that pain and torture for 2 days. So I can tell you that once you feel yourself losing weight and see the results, you're just going to be so happy that you did this. I'm still having little struggles. I do still have some pain. I am still sore. My incision, the one where the stomach was removed from, which is the larger incision, it's about 2 inches. That one hurts the most. And I'm also working already, which I probably shouldn't be, but I work from home. So yesterday I worked for 3 hours, and I do have to work sitting up, and I find that after an hour of sitting up, I have more pain. So I'm trying to stand up while I'm working, do my leg exercises, of course, so that I don't get any blood clots, and take breaks in between. So I'll work for an hour and then take a half an hour off, and then work for another hour, take an hour, half an hour off, and so forth. And today I'm planning on working about 4 hours. So all in all, feeling way better. I would have posted a video before, but I don't think you would have wanted to see me. I was looking pretty miserable. I was pretty weak, and I think that was in part the protein that was missing. So the protein popsicles, I'm telling you, they're a lifesaver. If you're out there and you're having a hard time with the protein shakes, I don't think I've heard anybody suggest this before, so maybe it'll be a good new idea that I can spread out and share, because you all know probably how easy those sugar-free popsicles are to get down. Well, this is just as good. So you'll be getting your protein in, and it almost feels like a little treat too. I put in a packet of Splenda in my 6 ounces of milk and 1 scoop of my Isopure, and it's pretty good. That's pretty much all I have to share for now. I'm really happy about my 20-pound loss, and we'll keep in touch. I'll check back in a few days. Hope everyone's doing well, and thank you so much for all the well wishes for my surgery. It was really nice to come home to that.